Good morning, y'all. It's Friday morning. It's 7:30, and yeah, I'm already at it, man. I'm pulling out the neighborhood now. I got one I'm gonna do real quick before I meet Zach at the ones that we're both gonna be doing. A few things a little bit different today. Then, of course, we start getting to the end of the season, man. A lot of different things start happening. The customers are texting me wanting this or that, because they know it's getting close to the end and all that. So yeah, it's I don't know, man. It's par for the course, man. Every year it's the same, man. We get into this time of year and it's same old, man. So, but I'm gonna go on and get on the road and get on down, because I know I got a lot of driving, and I'll go on and knock this one out. It's a $120 one. It don't take long at all, y'all. It's a commercial site, and it's a small one too. It's the one where all that damn bamboo and kudzu's growing, where I'm probably gonna end up cutting that down, eventually. Maybe not right now, but So I appreciate the views on the video yesterday, man, and all the comments, man. Chuck is getting it in though, and I didn't mean to throw buddy on the bus, and I didn't solicit nobody to come in the comments and all that. So that's I don't know, that's part of what you get when you messing around with social media. But the list today is right around $850, $900, something like that. And there's a few things that I'm probably going to do extra that's going to get me more money. I told the lady, well, the customer that I'm going to be doing the extra stuff for, she is, she told me, she said, well, just go on and do it, and I'll just leave the check blank. That's what she said. So, just tell me how much it's going to be, and then you can just write the amount in the check. And I'm like, okay. Now, I've had this customer for about, well, a long time, at least 10 years. So she knows me. Y'all been over there before. I don't really particularly like doing that one, but it's doable. Not a problem. But I thought that you guys would like to see well, I really thought that you guys would like seeing the numbers. The numbers are pretty important out here, man. And a lot of people think that I'm doing the numbers to be bragging. Well, sometimes the numbers ain't nothing to brag about by the time you pay for everything. So it might come off as me bragging about the numbers, but a lot of times anybody that's been in business a while knows that sometimes those numbers, they're not good for what it costs. But I just like to be transparent and let guys know exactly what it's costing, because it's costing out here, and for you to call yourself making money and stuff, you gotta know what that cost is. But I gotta do that church today, y'all. So I thought about doing things different, having me and Zach go down to the church, but see, I don't even want to go to the church this early because it's going to be so wet. I mean, it'd be a lot harder to cut if I should be at I should be able to do this one, make this 100 real quick, and then meet Zach at the second and third one. Second and third one is the same ones we did 2 weeks ago. It's it's so redundant at this point. It's the same one where me and Zach picked up them pine trees with the Bobcat about a month ago, 2 months ago, whatever. Yeah. So I got a leak on the Bobcat. I'm seeing it on the floor in the shop. Yeah. I really don't even want to. I'm gonna try to do some work over the bamboo site before I address that. There's a few things I'm gonna do to the Bobcat. I'm just a little bit funny with the money because I really don't want to dump a bunch of money into it, but you know, I got probably, I don't know, $11,000 or $12,000 worth of work lined up with the Bobcat as soon as it cools off a little bit. So that may be worthy of me getting that front plate fixed. Just replacing that, and then if I'm gonna take it to the shop and they're gonna have it for 2 weeks, then I'll go on and get in to fix that leak on the drive motor. There's a leak. I know exactly where it's at, but you gotta take the track off to get to it. It's pretty, you know, it's pretty ugly. Because to do the front plate, that's $2,000, they said, and then, you know, and then a leak on the drive motor. But I gotta say, y'all, that damn Kia, is saving me a lot of money, man. And it's an old car that I had, you know, it was paid for, of course, and you know, anybody's been watching the channel for a while, I put a rig on the back of it, just to, you know, to be able to pull the man lift around. You know, the man lift is so long, and it's really sweet to be able to pull the man lift around and with that car. Now, there's a lot of things I don't like about that car. Number one, the AC don't work. But that engine on that car only has about 70,000 miles on it, 80,000 miles on it. That's all it's got. Some people can say, well, man, you ain't shit, man. You pulling a trailer with a little old car. But at the end of the day, y'all, that little old car is pulling that trailer around just as good as the other truck was. The other truck is in the shop. There's some, and I'm not even sure if it's worthy of fixing. And you know, if my guy can, you know, keep the car clean and not destroy the car, then, you know, I'll consider buying another truck, or, you know, whatever I'm going to do. I just got to think about what I'm going to do. We're going to have 2 vehicles out here. I just don't like making decisions, and all you guys know, I don't like making decisions in the middle of summer or even now. I want to wait until I'm done and I can you know, do a little research on another truck. If I buy a truck, I would like to get a 250, but I don't know, man. May not be able to find one that makes sense. But one thing I have noticed with the Kia is the gas. It don't use no gas, man. I mean, that damn car gets 30 miles to the gallon compared to 4 or 5 or 8 with that 250. If I buy another truck, I know that my guys are going to want to smoke in it and all that stuff, and they're going to make it a mess. And see, I'm not going to want to make a $400 a month payment on a truck, or whatever the payment may be, if I don't pay cash for it. You know, and then whoever's running it destroy the truck on the inside. I'm not gonna, and see, that'll be another thing that I will have to freaking monitor because of, well, you know, I don't smoke, but everybody that ever works out here does. And smoking, I don't care what anybody says, if you're smoking, it'll ruin the inside of a car. Just ashes everywhere, it just makes a mess, man. You know, I ain't knocking nobody for smoking. I just don't want them smoking in a truck that I'm paying for. That's all. And you can't, if you come to my house, you can't smoke in my house either. Now, way out in the shop, that's different. But see, these guys like to smoke in between jobs, riding from job to job. And if I put a damn new truck out here, ain't none of that crap, man. And that's going to be another headache I'm going to have to monitor until I believe that they ain't smoking in the truck. And I'll catch them smoking in the truck. I always do. They, you know, that's something that I just know. Well, really, you just have to fire them if they smoking in the truck and you told them not to. Well, yeah, or I could just keep the Kia going, saving all that gas money and not having to worry about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I gotta admit, man, and y'all might think I'm old salty. My feelings are hurt a little bit with Francisco, man. They really are. I'm you know, because I felt like I was really, and maybe I'm just, you know, maybe I'm that bad of a business person. I don't know, or employee person or whatever. I just thought that, you know, I was paying him, you know, roughly $700 or $800 a week for a part-time gig, man. I mean, he never worked more than, you know, I mean, he never worked more than, you know, 5 or 6 hours a day at the most. 30 hours a week, maybe. And I took care of him, man. I looked out for him best I could. I gave him a lot of stuff when I was moving things into the shop. You know, I mean, you know, I'll help somebody do anything, but man, I just feel a certain type of way about how all that went down. And he's not, see, and he feels a certain type of way too, because that's why he's not calling me or nothing. Because, well, Ray, you was just a dick to him, that's why. I don't think that's why. I don't think that I was, but maybe I'm, you know, can't look in the mirror or whatever. He hasn't communicated to me anything, so. And he ain't like, I mean, I talked to him a couple times when he was in Mexico. He wasn't mad or anything. It wasn't like I ran him off to Mexico or nothing. I just felt like that, you know, and I still do. I feel like if you are out here and you ain't telling me anything, and, you know, me and him had talked about, you know, going into the fall and had talked about a lot of different stuff. And, you know, and none of that's really, all that was just a big waste of conversation, really. Because I can't do that. But this is a 25-minute yard, you know, and it's 8 o'clock now, and Zach just left my house. So by the time Zach gets down here to the other two, I told him to go on and get started weed eating. And then, you know, getting this one out of the way is a big deal in the grand scheme. Excuse me, in the grand scheme of the route. Okay. Now I could have Zach do this one, but I like to do this one, man, because there's a lot of traffic and a lot of things can happen out here. All right, y'all. So a 20-minute drive here, 25 minutes on the job, and I'm pulling off now, and it's 120. It's usually 100, but I did a little more spraying over here. So yeah, making things a whole lot easier for Ray. So I'm over here where I was talking about they wanted me to get some of this stuff off the fence, and y'all see it, man. It's pretty bad, man. Really, I mean, I'm just gonna cut what I can reach, man. I'm not, because I don't even have a place to take the stuff. We're not hauling it out or nothing, so yeah, it's pretty bad, man. Right here especially. So I thought I would be able to get it with the nippers, but I went on and grabbed the 201T, and I'm fixing to step up in here and just cut it. Probably take me all of 10 minutes, you know. I'm probably going to charge her $125 to do this, that, and then, you know, a few spots around the fence. So $125 plus this yard pays $65. So yeah, so like $190 over here, and I probably won't even be over here an hour. So but I'm not going to be able to you know, I'm not going to be able to trim this all the way up. I mean, if you do that, you might as well just take the whole tree out, man, you know. And if that's what she's wanting, yeah. So I got to call her and talk to her because she left me a blank check. So I need to figure out exactly how long it's going to take me and what I want to charge, man, really. I ain't trying to kill her, but I ain't trying to damn be over here for a half a day either. But I'm going to put y'all on time lapse, and y'all can see the old man get it, y'all. But at the end of the day, you really just need to cut the whole freaking tree off right there.
You see what I'm saying? Maybe that's what I'll do. That might be easier, man. But see, there's no place to put the debris. That's the problem. Back there in that corner. But that corner's already got a bunch of debris. So all right, y'all. So y'all see I got it cut all the way to that point. Yeah, 10 minutes, man. And I dragged them too. See, if I'd have had Zach with me over here, then we could have done a lot more quicker. But it wasn't worthy of the drive down here. You know, only one vehicle needs to be on this site. So now I'll go on down through there, just cutting. And in that corner there, I'm gonna push all this stuff in that corner with the mower, and I'm gonna spray the hell out of that corner before I do that. All this, these azaleas right here, I'm gonna cut those. They're already cut. I'm gonna grab them with a mower, and yeah. So that's what you get, man. You know, when you got neighbors, man, that don't take care of nothing. I mean, this neighbor here, their stuff is ruining the fence. So y'all see, this is kind of, and all the grain that you see is not fastened. It's all going to die. I'm going to spray the fence. So that's kind of what she was looking for. I told her $120. She said, oh yeah, that sounds good to her. So I know it's a good deal for her, but I'm already here. And if I can, it only took me, 15 minutes, y'all, you know, solo. So now I'm going to I'm going to cut the grass, and I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to nudge all this stuff in that corner. That's what she wants me to do with it. Put it all in the corner there. And yeah, now I don't know about that one branch hanging over right there. I'm going to try to reach up and get it, but I don't know. I'll do the best I can. But yeah. All right, y'all, so I got that one done. That was the one where I trimmed the trees off the fence. Extra 120. I was here an hour, so 120 plus 65, what, 185? That ain't bad for an hour, man. Yeah, so I got to go do one more 65, which is right down the street here, and then I got to do the church, which is 250. So yeah, man, it's 11:15. So yeah, it's all gravy, man. You know, I gotta stop and get gas though, man. I had to give Zach the other mower because I didn't want him to stop and get fuel. So before I go to the church, I'm gonna have to get fuel. So I'm gonna stop on the way to the next cut, going to fill the mower up. It's a little under a half a tank, but by the time I cut that one and the church, it ain't gonna have no fuel in it. So the freaking pump, man, it took 10 minutes to get. I got 3 gallons. Probably got to stop again, man. Because I just think there's a whole lot of moving parts all around there. All these homely folks standing around and shit. I don't like that shit, man. I like the damn. Yeah, man. Ain't nothing. I said nothing. I ain't with it. So Zach did this one the last couple times. I like to do it. I like to do this one about every 3 or 4 times. You know, because what that does is that makes it where the spray, I can keep spraying. Y'all know I don't send the guys to spray, so I do all the spraying myself. So a lot of the jobs that I don't go to on the reg, I pull up on them. I'm like, man, we need to spray over here. But every time I let a guy use a sprayer, they end up using all the spray on one job, and then that's it. You know, see, I can make 2 gallons of spray just on the regular stuff. I can make 2 gallons of spray. I'm in the wrong damn lane, man. Sorry about that, y'all. I can make 2 gallons of spray last for days out here. Because on the regular lawn maintenance, it just doesn't require that much, you know. It don't. Gotta watch the shit around here, man. I'm gonna hit this one fast, man. See, I'm not even gonna weed eat over here. I'm gonna spray. I know Zach weed eated hardcore last time, because it took him forever. So I'm gonna follow that up with some spray, so then next time Zach comes over here, he won't have to weed eat that hard. This is about a 20-minute yard, maybe a half hour. It's easy, man. All right, y'all. All right, y'all, headed to the church, man. This one right here is pretty easy, man, but I did a lot of good spraying over here, so the next time Zach comes over here, he probably won't even have to weed eat, man. And this property's an empty property, so, you know, it doesn't really have to be perfect. They're locking somebody up right here. What, they got 4 police cars right here. Yeah, and them, yeah. They got something for your ass down here, man. You won't come in here trimming around, man. That's all I got down this way, man. I'm fixing to head back up toward, well, now I start migrating my way back to the house. I got, this is the farthest out that we are right here for today. Usually Zach will do this, these 2 that I just did, but today he didn't because of the extra stuff she wanted to do. And though Zach could have done what I did, but he doesn't know what to do. And then he'll spend a lot more time than I will. And, you know, well, he's not me, man, and it's okay because he doesn't know exactly what she wants to do. I talked to her, so I knew exactly what she wanted me to do there. And I knew it didn't have to be, you know, perfect. So I should be done. It's 15 minutes after 12 right now. I should be done 2. I won't be back home by then, but I'll be headed that way. It's not gonna take me as long this time as it did last time over here. Last time, boy, it was bad. This time it's gonna be bad, but it's not gonna be nothing like last time. Last time it'd been a month, 4 weeks since I cut it. This time it's only been 2. So we haven't had rain, but there's a lot of dew in the ground and stuff, you know, in the early morning. I don't mind doing the big cuts by myself because I usually get them to the point where I can just spray and mow, and I don't even have to weed eat. As long as I don't have to weed eat every little bitty thing, I don't love it, man. Why is that, y'all? Because the mower's doing all the work, and that's what I buy the big boy mowers for, to do all the work. I don't want to do nothing but sit on a lawnmower. Not stand on one, I want to sit on one all freaking day and make decent money. We're gonna get us a steak Sammy today, man. I feel like steak today. So my guy's having to pay back, you know, the money that I let him borrow, you know, for his car. He's having to pay that back, and it's hurting him. You know, he doesn't have near the money that he would have. And he's only paying me $150 back a week. I think that's, you know, we said 200 to begin with, but 200 was gonna, you know, going to tax him a little bit more than, you know, necessary. And I ain't in a great big hurry, you know. But he's already made he's already paid about $300 or $400 of it back. After today, he'll be under 500, I think, or right at 500. I like it. We get under 500, man. You know, I'm a lot better. I feel better.
But I mean, I would have never let him borrow that money if I didn't think he's gonna pay it back. But you know, it was self-serving because I needed him to get a car too. You know, get his ride up and going, so I didn't want to have to go pick him up. And so we've been able to make our money, but you know, yeah, that. Of course, he's having to work a lot more than what he would if he you know, he'll probably want to work one day over the weekend. But he got paid on Monday, and he got paid good for Monday too. And we didn't do much, but yeah, managing your money, man, is you know, it's critical, man. You know, to quality of life for sure. Whether you're me, you, or my guys, or whoever, you know. I ought to be done over here in an hour and a half, man. $250. I'll do that. All right, y'all. That's a wrap, man. 1:45, man. So it took me a little bit longer than I thought it would. But yeah, it took me an hour and a half, give or take, man. So feeling pretty good, man. All right, y'all. It's a wrap, man. Got my Sammy, and yeah, headed to the house, to the hizzo. We had a good day, man. Zach got off about an hour ago. Pretty sweet, really. It's hot, but it ain't as humid as it's been. It's not. I'm tired though, man. I really ain't got a whole lot to talk about, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all have a good weekend. Peace out.